Hello, welcome back, and thanks for joining me today. So, today's chat is all about you dads that are out there that are frustrated with your family's finances and they aren't where you thought they would be by now. So, it's that secret financial pain for dads that we never talk about. Being the breadwinner for our families, carrying that responsibility and the stress to provide for our families. Anyway, hi, I'm Michael Scarbossa, personal finance enthusiast with a career in railway construction. My goal is to make money simple, sharing simple, actionable, and step by step strategies to help you grow your hard earned money and shortcut your path to retirement. So, I created this community, Save, Invest, and Grow Your Money, to share what I've learned over the last 20 plus years and continue to learn to achieve financial strength for me and my family. And I want to have more choices for my family. I'm just sharing that so you can maybe take some steps down this path and have some more choices for your family as well. So, just to add to that, I have a free PDF that I'd like to share with you. It is about how I went from no savings to buying my first investment property. I'll leave it in the link below this video. You can go there and get that if you wish and have a bit of a read. It might help you get some thoughts around getting started on your plan. Anyway, back to today's topic, that secret financial pain us dads don't talk about. So yes, we are most of us are our family's breadwinners. And there comes a lot of responsibility and financial stress with that, to provide for our families, to give them the life that we want to give them the life they deserve. But more so, a lot of us are probably in careers, we're in great careers chosen by a teenager, mind you. So think about that one for a moment. And careers that are probably paying us, fairly decent money. But some of us are probably thinking, well, it's a great career, it's decent money, but maybe it's not giving us the money to get to where we want to be. Or maybe some of us, that decision that we made as a teenager to get us into a career, we're sort of not so in love with that career anymore. We want to do something different. We would love to do something different, but 15, 20 years down the road in a career, you've developed a lot of knowledge, probably a lot of leadership connections, all that sort of stuff in that career. And it just seems a shame to maybe step away or maybe it's not step away, but step into a different path in that same realm. But the big challenge is, and this is where I think a lot of dads feel trapped, and I'm in that bucket. I've been in that bucket as well. I am in that bucket as well. Is you're in this career, you've got a bigger vision for your life, you've worked out the money that you need, and you're not quite getting there. You're not quite providing, getting that money you need. But on top of that, is getting the time that you want, getting your time back rather than working your whole life. So, this is a real painful point because maybe you might want to make a change, but because you're the family's breadwinner, you feel trapped and you feel like there's no way out of this. And I know exactly how you feel. I've certainly had that feelings myself. But it comes a time that you've got to just get bold and start to take some steps forward. And start to educate yourself. It's up to us to create generational wealth for our family. If your family, if you don't come from generational wealth, at some point in any family's lineage, in regards to generational wealth, there is someone who steps out, who steps up, and really takes charge of their family's financial future and makes a difference and makes a step change. And why can't that be you? Why can't that be you? If it's as simple as if we just do the same thing as everyone else around us, we're going to get the same life that they've got. Maybe you're hanging around some pretty impressive people who've got fantastic lives. Well, that's fantastic, right? That's great. But for a lot of us, we don't, we don't have that peer group. But it's not to say that we can't step up and create that change. Now, I know it's a bold step. It's a bold step for many of us. And when you take that bold step, a lot of people close to us, particularly family, they're going to have their own limiting beliefs. They're probably not going to really understand why you're doing some of the decisions, taking some of the decisions that you're taking. It seems like you're chasing money or whatever, but it's about being smart and taking that step for your family. Um, And don't let those people around, don't let their limiting beliefs grab a hold of you, because at the end of the day it's not really their fault, right? It's just what they know and what they're thinking. They love you, they want the best for you. They're probably scared that maybe you're going to leave them behind. They're probably scared that maybe you're going to all of a sudden think now they're not good enough for you. I know us as individuals, it's not where we are. We just want to spend more time with our families. We want to step up and be that example to be able to make a step change, to show the people around us that it's impossible, that it's not, sorry, impossible, that it's actually possible. That we can make a difference. We can lift our families' lives to the next level, and be that belief for those around us that they can do it too. That's really what I am at my essence, and I want to be that for everyone that's around me, including you guys listening to this video today. Um, but it's not really their fault if they're thinking that. But think about, if you're thinking around limiting beliefs, maybe if you're not where you want to be, you're carrying some of those beliefs as well. So, I would encourage you to just take out a notebook, a pen and paper, and just really have some thoughts to yourself, and write some of these things down, and tease it out of you. Start bringing some awareness to maybe some of the thought processes that you have that may be preventing you from moving forward, when you're really wanting to. But just getting back to that, it's up to us to be the one to step up and create that generational wealth for your family. Now, to do that, like I said before, if you do the same thing as everyone else around you, you'll just get the same thing that they've got. So the key thing is you have to change your thinking. It's that simple. If you had the thinking you needed, you'd already be there. Okay, so it's about getting educated, getting a plan, getting determined to work it out, getting determined to get where you want to be. So where do you want to be? Well, also with that same pen and paper, that same notepad, just start imagining, what do you want your future to look like for you and your family? Um, you know, do you want to make it such that money's not a limiting factor in the decisions or a major stress point for you going forward? You don't have to downgrade or downsize your life from what you really want every time you think of what the things that you do want. Things like the holidays and experience, the holidays you go on, the experience you have as a family. You don't want that to be limited by money, or going on a holiday that's really going to stress you financially. You want to be at a level that's not going to stress you out. The schools you want your kids to go to, um, where you live, the home you live in, the car you drive, the boat you want, all of these things, how you want to live your life. I know a lot of people say money doesn't bring happiness, but well, when you think about all those things, they all cost money, right? So I don't know where that one comes from. I don't really believe in that one. But anyway, so what you got to do is sit down and just work out, what's that lifestyle you want? Understand how much money it's going to take you to get what you want. How much it's going to your lifestyle is going to cost you. What are you going to need in retirement for this lifestyle, whatever retirement might be for you? Now, for most of us, we're just simply waiting to access our super. In here in Australia, it's your super, or in the States, your 401k, over in the UK, your pension. But just waiting to access that funds, that retirement fund, for us to then go and live our life. Now, the other thing you need to consider is, if that's your plan, okay, that's well and good. But when you get there, actually going to have enough money? Have you worked it out? Because if you haven't, I would encourage you to sit down and work that out, because you might be a little bit surprised. Maybe what you're currently doing is not going to get you there. So you got to change some things up. Okay, you got to get a plan. You got to get determined. Now, if you're with me, I'm thinking, screw that. I'm not waiting until I'm 60 to access my retirement fund. I want that retirement fund earlier. I want to build wealth now, so my retirement age can be much younger. And retirement for me isn't necessarily kicking back on the beach drinking pina coladas, or becoming a couch potato. Retirement for me is me being able to spend my time the way I want to. So I still want to work. I want to work in the areas that I'm passionate in, but I don't need to work in those areas 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week. I want to do that a bit less. I would like to take my son Ethan up to school, drop him off every day, pick him up in the afternoon, work those hours in between. That's a dream. So that's what I'm heading for. I don't know what that looks like for you. So we need to get to term. We need to learn how to be smarter with our money. Need to learn how to be smarter with your money, to invest intelligently. There's a lot of very unintelligent investments out there, and a lot of shiny nickel get rich quick schemes that are all there ready to take our money. These high risk investments. I encourage you to stay away from those. And just how to increase your income and accelerate your plan once you get a plan. So these are all really important things, but above all of this, right, is when I talk about generational wealth, I'm talking about, what example are you also setting for your children? Okay. We are their mentors, we're their parents. You think about you, where did you get a lot of your beliefs from, and maybe beliefs around money? Probably from your parents. I don't know, but have a think about that. What legacy are you going to leave your kids? And I'm not talking about, creating wealth for them. I'm talking about the legacy around their thinking, the legacy around their limiting beliefs, the legacy around what they are going to believe is achievable and possible, and they'll look to you as a yardstick, no doubt, no doubt. So it's time for us to take charge of our family's finances, to create the life that our families deserve. Step up, take yourself on, make a difference, create that life that you really want. Okay, so I hope you found that really valuable today. I've certainly enjoyed delivering this message today. It's got me fired up. It really does. It really does. Like I said before, the remnants of a plan. Go and go through the link below this video and get my free PDF on how I went from no savings to buying my first investment property. That's the start of a basic plan for you that you can start to focus on and get some education around. Like I said, I hope you've got great value out of this today. I hope I've given you a bit of motivation. I've certainly got fired up delivering this message today. And go and have a great week. And I'll catch you next Sunday. All right. Thanks very much. Bye for now.